New tonight, 10 Investigates has learned that Mount Carmel wants to shut down attempts to have its own attorney question about which of Dr. William Husel's patients could have seen their conditions improved with additional medical care. The hospital had previously identified 5 patients who fit that description. But now, as wrongful death lawsuits still loom, the hospital doesn't want its attorney talking. Chief investigative reporter Bennett Haverly joining us now with this new development in this. Bennett.
Andrew, this is all tied with the wrongful death lawsuits that are still pending against the hospital over the patient dosing scandal. Dr. William Husel is accused of ordering potentially fatal doses of fentanyl be given to patients under his care. All of them died. Mount Carmel initially identified 35 patients who they said received excessive or potentially fatal doses. Back in February of 2019, the hospital produced this video with then President Ed Lamb saying they've identified those 5 patients who they suggest may have improved their conditions with additional medical treatment. A court filing on Friday identified 3 of those patients, Nick Timmons, Troy Allison, and Beverly Schertzinger, as among those whose conditions could have improved. Attorneys for the families wanted to pose Mount Carmel's attorney to ask him more about this. But despite releasing that video 3 years ago, the hospital is now opposed to that, asking a judge to issue a protective order and quash this subpoena. Husel's attorneys have said he was providing comfort care to patients in their final moments of life. But the hospital's past acknowledgement that some of these patients could have seen improvements goes against that narrative. Husel faces 14 murder charges after 11 were dismissed last week. By the way, the cases involving Beverly Schertzinger, Nick Timmons, and Troy Allison are still part of his criminal case. Now, late this afternoon, the hospital did put out a statement saying in part, quote, Mount Carmel has always been open in communicating to patient families and the community regarding the situation. The statement went on to say, however, it is extremely unusual for attorneys on either side of a case to attempt to depose an opposing counsel as witnesses. So they filed a motion in court to address what they call a procedural issue. Andrew? All
right, Bennett, thanks for that update. And as you remember, Bennett first broke this story 3 years ago, and you can find all of his coverage from the very beginning right now on our website at 10tv.com/10investigate.